Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. This is Jenganjeru. Now, today we have the Matchmaker show, and you understand the protocol here, that any other time we have a man on board, the man must be looking for a woman. In the same way, when we have a woman on board, that woman must be looking for a man. But because today we have a man, I will tell you the kind of woman he is looking for. But before then, if you're watching us for the first time, this is the Matchmaker show. We help men and women to get matches. And the moment they get the right ones, they meet their destinies. So you're not lost. If you're new to the show, kindly subscribe, like the video, and don't forget to leave a comment. Also, follow Jenganjeru on Facebook, because that is where I post the contacts of our guests on the stories, that is. Today we have a very shocking story, because our guest on today's show is a single man at the age of 55. And you know the question that features prominently on the show: why is a 55-year-old man single? I have realized that sometimes when people are single, please don't judge them. When people are single, it is for a reason. There are so many rare occasions where people are like, staki marriage just for the sake. Ukiona mtu ametoka kwa ndoa yake, there is always a reason. If you see a woman walking out of her marriage, there is a reason. If you see a man walking away from his marriage, out of it, never to go back, there is a reason. They take time, they heal, they recapture, they build themselves, and then they are ready to go back and maybe to the drawing board and start from square one, from zero, that is. Our guest on today's show is a man who has seen it all. He is 55 years. His name is Peter. Okay? I am not going to disclose the second name because he is a very prominent man in the transport industry. The man has been on national television agitating for rights for people who are in the transport industry. Watu wa matatu wanamjua, he's a chairman. Ukisikia mtu ni chairman, amekuwa kwa hizi nini sana. Ukisikia mtu ni chairman, amekuwa kwa hizi zinaitwa nini? Amekuwa kwa hizi matatu, biashara sana. Na amekuwa kwa hizi biashara iko hivyo. So maybe he's a big shareholder. That is not even the deal. The deal is he is single and searching. And what kind of a woman is he looking for? Number one, our guest has been disappointed, not once, twice. And it is like a recurrent thing. Unaona ile spirit ya kufuata mtu ya kukudisappoint, ya kukudiscourage. Every other time you are going through something and you find yourself going through the same thing again, time and again, and you are like, kwani kitu was meant kuni discourage all the days of my life. Our guest started being cheated on when he was in high school. Akiwa mtu ya high school, unaona venye mtu unaanzanga kudate and then akanyanganywa girlfriend na amenyanganywa hii girlfriend na rafiki. The same thing happened to him. Now got married. The same thing happened. Akanyanganywa na rafiki. Na sile ya kunyanganywa tu watu wanachita alafu ati unakuja kujua. Your wife anatoka kwako, anaenda kwa msee na hakuna kitu unaweza fanya. And I'm asking him, kwani how weak were you? Yani mtu anaweza aje kukutoka hivyo? Yes, I believe that mtu akona right ya kufanya venye anataka, but how weak were you to a point that somebody could just walk out of a marriage and just like that? Umefanya nini? Umemwachilia na unamuona. Akaniambia wacha hivyo. Aliolewa the same estate. Did you have kids together? Yeah, we had one girl, nini. Did you do paternity test? No, lakini venye nilikuwa naona huyo msichana alikuwa anafanana na huyo jamaa nini. Kwani what were you doing? Now this is where the icing of the cake was that the guy aliachianga shule class 6. Unajua kitambo kulikuwa na wazazi types mbili. Kuna mzazi ange afford shule, school fees, na kuna mzazi hange afford. At the same time, kuna mzazi ange afford lakini hakuwa anataka kusomesha watoto. Sasa wazazi wake walikuwa hivyo. They had the ability, what they lacked was the willingness. And just like that, akadrop. Kama mtu anaachia shule class 5, class 6. Sasa unaona in some way and kuna watu wengi hawajasoma, but because of intellect yenye wamezaliwa nayo, they are able to maneuver their way. Some of them have even made for themselves good businesses. Education is not the only key to success. It's very important. Education is very important, don't get me wrong, but again, it is not the only key to success, because we have seen some very educated people who end up as chronic failures, blatant failures. In the same way, we have seen people who are not just semi-illiterate, they are illiterate. Some of them cannot even sign. Wanatumianga thumb. Unaona hii thumbprint. Hiyo ndio anatumianga kwa bank. Hawezi sign, hawezi kumbuka sign mara mbili. But they are commanding businesses, empires. They have built conglomerates, and they have hired educated people to work on their behalf. So let us not have that debate, but we know education is important. Kwake hakusoma, but he was very, very successful. Very successful. Unajua kuna biashara zingine unawekeleanga tu hivi. Kama favor ya Mungu iko na wewe, inapanda kupanda. You are always on an exponential, space. Unaenda tu, unaenda. And now our guest anatafuta mtu ambaye hata mdisappoint tena, because after huyo alipata another girlfriend. And that girlfriend pia akaenda. And then he asked himself, where is the problem? Then found a doctor who confided in him, and he realized that there is a problem somewhere. There is a problem with his sexuality, and that is the problem. So unakutanga sometimes there are people who are infertile, but they don't know. Sometimes, or most of the time, when a couple haipati mtoto, people are very quick to judge the woman. Oh, huyu hajapata, wewe upatangi watoto. But maybe because of the dominant nature of men, some women are condemned to believe that they are probably the ones who are infertile. But the truth of the matter remains that men can be infertile as well. There are so many men who have the inability, or they do not have the capacity to impregnate women. And that is nature. So what happens is that the man lives with a woman for some time. Then somehow the woman, I don't know what he is compared with, but the woman just ends up leaving the marriage. Sasa mwenye walikuwa na yeye wa mwisho, huyo ndiye sasa alimfuliza vizuri. Alimfuliza, bahati alikuwa ameandikisha vitu zake in an estate. Ukitaka if you want to, there are people who don't write their property under their names. So you can establish a limited company. Everything you have inakuwa under that company. At the same time, unaweza kuwa na property zenye zimeandikwa, like these are privately owned. This is a private vehicle owned by Jenga Njeru. You get the point? Owned by so and so, put your name. This is a house owned by so and so. You get the point? But if it's a limited company, there is a way through which one cannot ifikia. Like mtu anakustaki for like shared custody, anataka mgawane mali kwa divorce nini, kuna venye hazifikia zenye zimeandikishwa na limited company. Sasa everything he had alifulizwa, na he felt very bitter. The last time he had a woman saying that I am committing to this woman was that woman in the year 2014, the month of February to be precise. So he has healed, and I told you that the moment we open shows like this, we are able to give people hope that, people are coming, genuine people are coming and getting matches. Why not me? Why not try? And so he is here, na anasema atafanya nini? Atatafuta. So Petro anasema yeye ni lazima apate jiko, na this time kama sijui kama kuna vile mtu anaweza boost, inaitwa nini, fertility or something. I'm not a scientist, but one thing I know is that there is a correction. There is a way that people can be helped. He is willing to commit to a woman who will also be faithful, mwenye hata mfanyanisha venye hao wengine wamemfanyanisha. Tunaelewana? So kama unaweza kuwa interested, nitaweka contact yake pale, maybe I can put his number on my Facebook stories, Jenganjero Facebook page. Alafu kama utakuwa interested, unaweza ongea na madamu mwenye anakuja, akuwe ni mtu ambaye anaweza penda mtoto wa adoption, because chances are very high he is not going to sire. Kama yeye kuna wakati alikuwa ameingilia pombe, you know, it is good to be frank with information. Yeye ukunywa pombe, we don't sugarcoat on this show. Kama mtu anakunywanga pombe tunasema, kama mtu ni wajaba tunasema, kama mtu ako na anger management issues tunasema. Ndio msikosane na mtu because of petty things, alafu anakuambia nitakudunga. Sasa hiyo asha kudunga, unangolewa kisu na shoka kwa mgongo. You get the point? So what we are looking for is a situation where people can be neutral and be loved for who they are, not because of what they have or what they can have. Are we together? So I am hoping that Petro can get a good woman. I am going to place his contact. If you're there, be willing to adopt. You know, most women, and this is the blessing that women enjoy, a woman can come with children from a previous marriage or a previous relationship, and the only person who will be like forced or be made to love the kids will be the father, the foster father, the stepdaddy, because these are not his own children. If that woman still gets other children in the present relationship, that woman will still love those children in equal measure. The first ones, the second ones, the first and the second batch, both belong to her, except that they were sired by different men. However, for men, you know, they will love their children, the ones they have sired, more. Okay, but we still have men who would also not have a problem loving children who are coming with a woman. And children are neutral, hawananga makosa. Hakuna mtu anaandikanga application nizaliwe nikiwa hivi ama hivi. No, we are supposed to love children the way they are. Are we together to that point? So if this woman is coming, huyu hana shida na age, unaweza kuwa 50 by the way, 50 and below, but kama anaweza pimwa the first test, ikisemekana yeye anaweza pata nini, anaweza pata mtoto, because he can actually not tell properly without having to be tested properly. Naona hizo detailed tests, aende apimwe vizuri. Kama anaweza pata, haezi mind, anaweza taka, because ya kwanza kabisa ule msichana walikuwa na mwanamke wa kwanza mwenye aliolewa na bishte yake, na mpaka saa hii wako na yeye. Hata watoto wenye walizaa wanafanana bado na huyo msichana. Chances are very high the relationship had been established longer than he could imagine. So I am not aware of somebody or somewhere that mtu anaweza enda saidike. So we can only try. So let us keep it here. We try. If he can get help, well and good. Na kwao nyumbani, sasa wacha tuende kwa details. Kwao nyumbani ni Murang'a. Na kama kwao ni Murang'a, biashara inafanywa wapi? You can guess. Thika Road. The Thika Super Highway. Transport ya matatu yake. Thika Super Highway. Anaishi Thika. Lakini yeye, you will see him everywhere. Town anazunguka nini, maintenance, business, except that he is not happy. He wants a companion. He has moved on. Imagine from February 2014, mtu hajawahi kuwa in a relationship, hajapenda mtu. Even if you make money, you realize that there is something that is missing in your life. And I hope that he will be able to get a good woman, and that woman must be God fearing. Huyo hata kama yeye anakunywa, si ati anakunywa ile pombe ya kuanguka kila siku. Anasema yeye ni ile ya wazee ya kujishukuru every weekend. So hataki mwanamke mwenye watakuja kushindana kukunywa pombe. The woman has to be God fearing, a woman who can set precedent, and a woman who can be able to take care of children, and that woman also should have the heart to adopt, because most women draw the line akisikia tuta adopt. So that's according to him. These are not my opinions. This is what he said. It's a suggestion, it's an allegation. So it's not that I said What I'm saying is there are people who draw the line wakisikia ni adoption. That woman, the qualification should be that she has the ability to love even children who have been adopted because he's ready to adopt. Ikipatikana ya kwamba yeye hawezi pata mtoto wake. Iko sawa? Yeah, so I wish him well. Mtu ya Murang'a na kwao ni Kiharu constituency. Kuna ward inaitwa, hii ward ya Gathea wa Njeri inaitwa Gaturi ward. Yes, Gaturi ward, Kiharu constituency, Murang'a County. Is a Kenyan male, 55 years old, height 5'5", and he's looking for a woman who is good, a woman who is willing. The guy is, let's say 90 something kgs. If you're interested, get in touch. He will be waiting for you. So guys, don't forget to like this video. We said hakuna kuwatch bila kulike. I told you the importance of liking our videos, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a group of people who are watching but they have not subscribed. There are people, unaweza kuwa wewe ni fan wa hii show yetu lakini pengine hujawahi subscribe. Just because you check, you can also confirm whether you have subscribed. You can share our content, and if you know any other single person, you can recommend them, because on this show we believe that people can get matches, and we believe in Isaiah chapter 16 verse 37 inasema nini? 34 ati for none of you shall lack a mate. Tukumbushe hiyo verse, none of you shall lack a mate, says the Lord. Hakuna mtu atakaye kosa mwenzake. Kwa hivyo kila laheri Peter na wengine ambao wanatafuta watu. Bye bye, God bless you.